6 Hour P365. You probably haven't heard much about this gun. It's kind of been flying under the radar with not a whole lot of fanfare or hype surrounding it. It's a new offering from Sig, and of course I'm being facetious, guys. This gun is everywhere right now, including on my channel. And you guys are about to see some of the rounds between 401 and 500. I just bought this gun 9 days ago, Thursday. This is Saturday, and I put 400 rounds through it as of last Thursday. So the first 7 days I had 400 rounds through it, problem free, not a single issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some ammo through it, and I'll load some mags while I'm talking. As a matter of fact, I've had some questions as to the ammunition I've been using. Now, I generally shoot Hellfire 9mm brass, but I wanted to run different ammo through it. So I ran my Federal HST 124 grain through it, perfect. I ran Federal brass through it, perfect. I ran the Hellfire 9mm brass through it, perfect. I also have run Federal aluminum cheap 115 grain ammunition through it, and these 100 rounds today are going to be, just to show you guys it's aluminum. I'm not lying to you. I'm going to run the last 100 of the Federal aluminum. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think there's a question of my integrity right now. And people tend to think, I guess I'm a Sig shill, or I'm being paid or something. I'm just excited about a new gun. That's all there is to it. And my copy, my gun, has been perfect through 400 rounds. And so I don't know what else to say other than I like the gun. If you've had problems with yours, I get it, saying I'm frustrated, it ticks me off. There's nothing like buying a product that doesn't work. Nothing like it. So I get it. I was willing to be a beta tester, and I guess I am being a beta tester, and my copy is good. And here's the 10th round. Works just as well as the first. So guys, sit there and enjoy, please. I'm going to show you several rounds of my next 100 through the Sig P365. Hope you enjoy it. So I've got the target I've been shooting a lot of rounds through, and I've got a fresh one. And one of the questions I have been asked so many times is the gun shootable? Is the 365 snappy? And I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on that word snappy, and try to get some things settled there, hopefully. I'm gonna run the gun fast. I'm gonna do 2 mag dumps. I'm gonna go with the flush fit mag first, and I'm gonna go with the, guys, it's windy out here, sorry for the camera moving, and I'm going to go with the finger extension mag next, and I'm going to show you guys the group. I'm going to do this from 7 yards. Try to set the camera down in a nice level spot for you here. You guys can check it out. I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to go, but I'm going to go as fast as possible while keeping my sights on the target. Flush fit mag first, extended second. Frigidness of the air right now. The wind chill's down there again. Our weather's been crazy, up and down. It's windy right now. I apologize. I do want to let you guys know though, this is a brand new camera, so I hope you see a picture quality difference. Microphone is on the way. It didn't get here yet, so I apologize for a little wind noise. So take a look. There are the rounds from 7 yards. We're talking a fist and a half maybe. I would take those in a gunfight any day of the week and probably twice on the weekend. 440 rounds, no issues whatsoever. I've not had a single problem going into battery, no failures to feed, failures to fire, failures to eject. The magazines drop free, they pop in nicely, slide release works, and the gun is fully in battery. I've had zero issues with this gun through 440 rounds now, and again, I'm going to 500 today, so I'm going to be doing more shooting. Guys, I want to let you know also, since the first video, the first impressions video, which was 100 rounds, I have not cleaned the 365 once. And if you don't believe me, I'll tell you what, this is impromptu. I didn't plan on doing this. Let's just break it down. I'm going to show you the inside. Hopefully you guys can see. Take a look at the side. That's where my thumb rests on it. You can see, look at my fingertips. It's pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it. 440 rounds in. Guys, I know people are mad at me out there. They're ticked off. A few. Most of you have been cool. A few people are ticked off that Sig might have come away with something innovative here. And I just don't understand that discord in the gun community. I wish we could just get along better and be happy no matter who makes a cool gun. It just really doesn't matter. If it's cool and it works for you and it's reliable, buy it. My copy is reliable. And what I would encourage you guys to do is not buy a gun based just on my recommendation. Buy a gun based on your own. Maybe use my information as a data point. Use guns out there that have maybe had some problems also. And they're going to pop up. You know, we're talking about, this is one of the first 500 copies to be released in the United States. And then I know there's going to be 1,000 here total soon. So they're going for 800 bucks on Gunbroker. The demand is high. It's a brand new piece of machinery. It could have some teething issues. It could have some problems. But I can tell you, through 440 rounds, mine's been perfect. Guys, this little gun is absolutely shootable. It's been reliable through 480 rounds now. I've had no problems with it, and I'm extremely pleased with it. And I understand people being cautionary about a new gun. I know people are cautionary about new vehicles and any kind of equipment or machinery, and I understand that. It was my decision to be a beta tester on the 365. I had no problem taking a brand new concept, a brand new gun, and saying, I want to be one of the first to shoot that gun. Because here's my thinking. If it fails, if it messed up, I can send it back to Sig. They're going to put new parts in it, make it right according to the new process that they're going to be making new guns with anyway. So I didn't mind it. I don't mind being a beta tester. It's kind of the first try for me. Maybe I'm getting a little more, I don't know, out there and risky in my older age, but so far so good with the 365. So 500 rounds through the P365, zero failures of any kind whatsoever. And you guys saw at the beginning, Federal aluminum is what I ran today, 100 rounds through. I also showed you earlier, I have not cleaned this gun. I have been running it dirty from 100 rounds to 500. Probably not recommended, but I wanted to test the gun. I wanted to see under conditions that are absolutely plausible to a civilian, where you may not have access to lube, to see if the gun was going to work, and it did, and it has, and it's been great for me. So again, do not buy a gun based just on my opinion. I'm one person. I recommend if you feel like holding off, that's fine, guys. I get it, but you know, I'm pleased. I'm very happy. The trigger, the slide release, slide lock, everything's working perfectly. I'm going to show you the slide release, and that's where the cold thumb is starting to break in really nicely. I told you guys in the first impressions video it was a little bit tight. It works great. The gun goes into battery every time I use it, or if I slingshot, it goes into battery just fine. The trigger is so nice. People have asked me how good it is. Somebody thought it was a long trigger, and I don't get where they think it's long. There's your take up. That's it. I think because of how far the trigger sits away from the web, but the beautiful thing about that is, I'm going to show you really quick, is when the trigger breaks, look where my finger is. So I'm not way back here trying to press that trigger like you do on a lot of tiny guns. It breaks in just the right spot. Right, let's show you the trigger again. Just a little take up. And what a break. Reset. It's a thing of beauty, guys. This trigger is so nice. What a great, great trigger. It's one of the better striker fire triggers I have felt for a carry gun. The PPQ is a phenomenal trigger. Glock triggers, good ones are even good. I'll tell you what, my Glock 35 trigger is sweet. It is a really, really nice trigger. But this one right here might be my favorite striker fire trigger ever. It is just, to me, it's a thing of beauty. I love where it breaks for a small gun, and it definitely makes the gun shootable. You guys saw that when I did the 2 10-round burst a little bit ago. So pardon the wind, guys. I hope it's not blowing too hard in the camera. I'm looking forward to getting my microphone with the muff on it, the shotgun mic, so it can block this wind. But I want to show you guys the targets. Bear with me if it gets windy and loud. I apologize. I was going to do this differently, but let's just walk out and take a look. We'll talk about the targets. If you want to look at the accuracy, you can take a look at my rounds, and I'm just going to zoom in. Now, if you remember in the first impressions video, I had a second target. Dropped a few, and by my count, I've got 16 rounds outside of the kill zone here, basically, total. So we're looking at between 425 rounds. I've shot 500 rounds, but I shot 25 on the first target. Actually, it's 45 now. I shot 20 on the secondary target today with the 2 10-round bursts. I shot 25 on the first target in my first impressions video, and then I shot about 30 rounds on steel. So I'm somewhere in the 93 to 95% success rate on hits there. So the gun's accurate, it's shootable. Those rounds are from 5 to 15 yards, one hand, right hand, left hand, both hands, from the holster, moving left, moving right, you name it. My typical drills that I do. And then we looked at this earlier, but one more look. Those are the 2 10-round bursts, which were easy. This gun is really nice. I wish I would have had the camera rolling a little bit ago. My 15-year-old stopped by, and he's a pretty dang good pistol shooter. He just happened to stop by. We're actually going shed hunting back here for antlers for white-tailed deer, and he put 20 rounds through it for the first time. He said that thing is a sweet shooter. He said it is so soft. So wish I would have had the camera on to get his impressions. But anyway, guys, that's it. Comments, questions below. I have inundated you guys with 365 videos. You probably won't see me doing anything on a 365 again until 1,000 rounds. I wanted to get it to 500 as quick as possible, and I did it in Friday, Saturday, 9 days. So I'm pretty happy with that. Gonna give my trigger finger a little bit of a rest over the next few days. So I always appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, questions and comments below. If you have not liked this video, please do if you liked it. And if you haven't subscribed, I promise I'm going to do my best to bring you guys quality content on new equipment, which this camera is brand new, with other equipment to go along with it here real soon. So thank you guys for watching. Take care.